Hello, this is Dave. Thought I would do a video, show you how easy it is to make this oil burner. I have all the parts here, and going to see how quick I can do it. Here's a 1/8 inch plug that I'm using for the nozzle for the front. I'm going to drill that out with a 332 bit. I drill from the inside because there's a bevel inside here that's going to make the drill bit go towards the center. Okay, now I'm going to take a MIG tip. This is a Lincoln that I got at the local hardware store. It's a .025 wire size, and it's going to go inside this 1/4 inch outside diameter supply tube, and so I'm going to have to file this down to make it fit inside here. And I'm going to put that in my drill to do that. Basically, I go down to where the threads are completely off, and you want a nice snug fit, which I got. Now we need to put a bevel on the front of this so that it will fit into the tip, and the tip will go right into the hole that was drilled in there. Okay, so I made that nice and sharp. Just make sure there wasn't any burrs on the edge of that. Okay, so we're going to solder this. Into the 1/4 inch tube. Now, while that's cooling off, we're going to screw this nozzle, or nipple I should say. I usually use a longer one, but this is what I have on hand. And we're going to screw the plug into the other end. And we're going to screw that in as tight as we can. Okay. Now this nozzle, the MIG tip has got to go through this 8-inch nipple the whole way up to where it bottoms out on the back part of the hole that we drilled into the plug. Looks like I got a lot of extra solder on the bottom here. Okay, and usually I have to sand that down a little bit to make it fit inside there. And we put that in there so that it's tight against the bottom of the nozzle. And I'm sure you can't see it, but I can see that it's tight inside there. So we're going to solder this, and we're going to try to do a little better job so I don't get too much solder on anywhere that it doesn't need to be, except for inside there. Try to keep it off the thread. Alright. Now we're going to cut the excess tube off. Looks like I got a little solder on the threads, but I think it'll work. Try to get rid of any burrs. Actually got a lot of solder on the threads. Let's see if it'll go on the... This is the elbow for the back. I try to get the elbow and the bottom of the T lined up so that they're fairly straight. Not too bad. Okay, and we're going to take this nozzle and we're going to go one turn around backwards. So that it has some gap in there. Okay, I have a tube that I've been testing these with. So go ahead and mount it in the tube. Now the air is going to go in the back, so that the air is going to go through the MIG nozzle, and that's very important. I hadn't been doing it that way at first, because when I initially started developing this, I didn't get it to blow that well, or suck very well that way. But since I got other areas refined, I went back to having the air go through the MIG tip. And I think that's really important, because that's where it can get a lot of velocity to pick up your fuel. And of course this is where the fuel is going to go in. Like I said, this is just sort of set up to give me a little bit of a testing. I have a little air regulator here. Screw on there. And a tube for the fuel here. Now we're ready to go see if it works. Leave my workspace here and enter my Foundry area. Okay, we're going to plug it in here. We're going to put the fuel in some kerosene, and we're going to turn the air on to about 30. And we're going to turn the fuel on fairly light. There you can see the mist coming out. There's lit. Woo! Works. How about that? I can turn this down. Ah, nice and warm. And then, if I want to, I can hook my burner up to it. I mean my blower. Hook my blower up. My damper. Did you see my damper closed and the flames got higher when it did? There's open again. Well, there you have it. And if you want to see in more detail how it's built, look at the link I have down there in the description. Thanks, hope you enjoyed it.